This is where it gets juicy. It go down in the damn.
Pimp me out.
We here. It's my first story time. I'm so excited to start this story because it's not funny, but it's just like, wow. Someone really did someone really do that? Like, you ain't got no manners, right? I wanted to do a story time. I'm out of breath. I wanted to do a story time for ages. I feel like all my stories are about people that pre my videos, pre my stuff, and I feel I'm gonna feel some way. By pre, I mean watch me. So I feel like they're gonna feel away. Whereas this story, I don't feel like neither of the people involved are gonna see. I don't feel like it will bother one of the people, but the other person, if they saw it, they'd be bothered. Probably, maybe, but how can they be bothered when they were so rude? So this was what year was this now? So it's 2016 now. This was 2014 summer because I was on holiday. I was in Malaysia. Right, so I was on holiday. I visited my dad and my twin sisters. If you don't know, there's a fun fact. I have twin sisters. On my dad's side, they're full Iranian, and they live in Iran. So I visited them in Malaysia, and while I was there, this guy, he followed me. My arm looks so skinny and black does not help. This boy, he DM'd me, and he was basically, so can we just whoa dude, this boy DM'd me, and he was basically like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, like I've never seen a girl that looks like you have a unique face, and like, are you from Birmingham? You can't be from Birmingham, like how, are you sure? Da, da, da. Well, he didn't ask me yet, but he basically was saying stuff along them lines. So I was like, yeah, I'm from Birmingham. He was like, what area are you from? I was like, Smethwick. He was like, I'm from Smethwick. Like, you're from Smethwick. I've never seen you. I've never seen the girl that looks like you. Blah 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 blah. You go down in the damn. We were talking blah blah. Okay, so we started talking on like WhatsApp, text, whatever it was. Um, and we were just talking. I come back. Obviously, I told him I was on holiday. Da da da. So we arranged to meet up. The glare though from this light. So we arranged to meet up when I came back, which I believe was the 28th of August. Yeah, I did. Right, so then one of my friends were having a party. Her birthday is around August, September, and she was having a birthday party. So he must have been out the same night. Like, her birthday party was near town, so he must have been out the same night, around or near town, Broad Street. If you know Birmingham, obviously Broad Street is basically right in the city centre or near. So yeah, let's say the party was kind of close to where he was at, and I'd already told him that I was going there. So I was like, oh, you should come through, blah blah blah. So he did. He came through. He left his friend to come through. He came by himself. He bought me a drink, and we just kind of talked because the party wasn't that popping. Like, it wasn't all hype, not everybody dancing. Like, so we could sit down and actually talk, kind of thing. So we spoke for a bit, and he was like, "Oh, you coming? You coming with me after or whatever?" And I was just like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." Did he leave before me? He did, because my sister picked me up. Yeah, my sister picked me up. So he must have left before me. So, I was talking. This had, obviously I was in Malaysia and I'd been back for about let's say 5 days or something when the party had gone on. So say we'd been speaking for about, I don't know, 2 weeks, let's say, something like that. But I saw him again, but it was no longer than like a 3 weeks, I'd say. No longer than that gap between the first time I saw him and this time. And I don't know, we kind of made plans to go out, But then they kind of just didn't happen. You know, you're not good enough for a date. As you guys know, he lives in my area, so let's call him Paul. So Paul, he lives in my area. Paul's telling me that he's in the taxi, he's going to, I don't know where he was coming from, but he was going home, but he was doing something near my area first before he went home, but he's in a taxi. So he's like, this was early, about 2 p.m, 3 p.m, I'd say. It was daylight outside. He was like, oh, do you want to come, like, I'll get you in my taxi, like, pass by you and get you in my taxi, and then I'll go and do what I need to do, and then we can go back to, I think it was like his uncle's that he was living at in Smethwick. Like, even though he lived in Smethwick, I think it was his uncle's house, and he was in like the transition of moving out. I got in the taxi with Paul. We stopped off in Bearwood. If you know Bearwood, it's close to Smethwick. And then we went to his in Smethwick. We was chilling. His cousin was there. I think he fell asleep actually. Yeah, he fell asleep. I wasn't there for that long. I'm gonna say 2 hours, 3 hours max. And he had to go and do something. He was a taxi man. Like, we got a taxi and he dropped me off back to my house in the taxi. I was like on and off with someone. Like, I'd been with them before my holiday, then we broke up before I went on holiday, and then like we was talking, but it was just all orcs, like the worst on and off thing ever. Like, so I must have started talking to him again, as in the second boy. Let's say he's John. So I'll start talking to John again, and I leave Paul alone. Like, just stop talking to him. And Paul knows the situation between me and John, so Paul's like, you know, you dropping me for this youth that you know doesn't treat you right, kind of thing. So me and John are like on and off. I really want to remember what month we were in. I'm gonna say a couple months down the line, me and John have broken up again. And miraculously, Paul texts me, like, we haven't spoke for the months, and he randomly texts me, right? And phones me, and we're talking. He's like, one day I'm gonna get you anyway. Like, it don't matter if you with other people. Like, I'm gonna win you one day, something like that. So we're talking. I feel like it was maybe a week, and he's phoned me. Say that okay, so after the first time he's phoned me for the first time in long, and texted me for the first time in a long time after me and John have broken up, Paul's called me, and then say a week later we've had another phone conversation, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna call you. Let me call you back tomorrow, something like that. So tomorrow comes and he hasn't called me back. So I've texted him and I'm like, I thought he's gonna call me back. This is this is where it gets juicy, because I get a text back on my phone and they're like, who's this? I was like, ain't this Paul? And they were like, is this Sahar? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, so they've gone, is this Sahar? And I've gone, yeah. And they've gone, this is Paul's girlfriend, but I ain't his girlfriend no more. Kind of like, you can have, no, this is what she said. She said, I kicked him out yesterday. He was using my phone. Now I've got my phone back. So all this time, he's his girl. I'm sorry. She said wait. No. It's Paul's girlfriend. That's what she said. It's Paul's girlfriend. Wait, hold up. So I'm just confused. Like, is this really happening right now? I mean, you have a girlfriend? A what? Oh. Okay, she's saying all this stuff like, yeah, I kicked him out, he was living with me, you know, I dumped him yesterday. I can't remember if she dropped the "you can have him." I don't feel like she did. Listen to what she told me. Are you ready for this? Okay, so she said, Paul told me about you. Paul said you was just a easy girl, basically. Paul told her I was an easy girl. That I was all over. Okay, so there was a mutual boy that me and Paul both knew, right? It was like the only person we both knew because Paul was originally from London. I don't know how long he'd been in Birmingham, but he knew some Birmingham people. But there was one person that we both knew, a boy. Let's call him Zed. So the girl said to me, Paul said that you was all over Zed. He didn't want you. You kept texting his phone. You kept messaging him. You kept calling. Bruh. I never once started a conversation except for the time I'm asking you, yo, you said you was gonna call me. So yeah, Paul said you were this, Paul said you were that. He said he was gonna wait for it. Wait, hold up, because this need a drum roll or something. I'm gonna insert a little suspense. He said he was going to pimp me out.
Pimp me out.
Yeah, pimp me. That's what he told his girlfriend. He's gonna pimp me out in London. I'm from Birmingham. I'm not even from London. So, who? If you have me on Instagram and you was preying that day, I made a couple posts about it. I kind of deleted them like 15 to 20 minutes after. But he said he was gonna pimp me out in London. So he was gonna travel me from Birmingham to London to pimp me out. Now I don't know the reason that Paul and his girlfriend broke up. I don't feel like it was because of me, because the way she asked me and the way she said I'd been told about you was like she already knew. She already knew from past. But then it made me think, hold on. Okay, so he said that nonsense. I don't know who comes up with the first thing that comes to your head, guys, when you get caught out is to say that you was going to pimp the girl out. Is that normal? Have any of you guys used that excuse? Is that, is that something is that in the book? What? Where did he? Where? What? So anyway, I was just thinking, okay, so she must have knew me already since she said he's told me about you. So then I thought, hold on. So not only is he kind of not all there, but was you okay with him saying that he was gonna pimp me out? Was you gonna mutually pimp me out together and stack dough as a couple? Was you okay with him saying that he was gonna pimp me? Like, was you okay to have a boyfriend that was a pimp? Was also my reaction to it. But she was quite cool. Like, she wasn't on the I'm wanna fight you, I wanna. She was just asking me general questions, and I was like, you know what? I can't remember what we got onto, but she said she gave me her Instagram name or asked for wine, and I gave it her. She followed me, and she saw the post. I think it was right after I deleted the post, because I remember she was like, "Where's the post you told me about?" Because I must have told her that I made the post and that he liked it. Oh, right. So when I made the post on Instagram, like, how can a guy say he's gonna pimp me out? Like, I don't know if I made a video or a picture, and I was just like, how can a guy basically say, yeah, that he's gonna pimp me out, bro? Like, what the hell? So I told her, and I was like, he just liked it because he liked the post. So I said to her, he liked the post that I just made. Are you on his account? And she was like, no. So I was thinking, why would he like it? What? Like, and that's when she must have asked for my Instagram name, and the post had gone because I had deleted them. And we followed each other on Instagram for some time and liked each other's pictures. Like, we never really had a problem there. I mean, we kind of left it at that and both agreed that he was just a waste of, I don't want to say life because that's really harsh, but who uses that? It's like, you get caught out and you tell her that you was going to pimp me out. That you couldn't think of anything better. You couldn't even leave it at I'm an easy girl, like I'm just, you couldn't even just leave it at, why do you have to add the whole pimping thing to it in London at that? Like, what? So I don't know, she must have been like, holler me if you hear from him. And she also asked me, like, I was basically saying to her I wasn't aware that he had a girlfriend, I wasn't aware of anything. She asked me when's the last time I saw him or something like that. Or I said to her, I've only seen him twice, like it's not really that deep. He does speak to me a lot, but I've only seen him twice. And she was like, when did you see him? So I must have said the second date, which I can't remember. And I said the first time I saw him was in August. She was like, we were together in August. Or we were together the second date. Then she was like, when did he start speaking to you? I was like, back in like the start of August, mid-August. She was like, we were together then, like we've been together a while. So when this boy, Paul, DM'd me, slid in my DMs, talking about some you're so pretty and I've never seen a girl like you, this guy had a girlfriend the whole time. The whole time. The whole time. And apparently he was living in her house too. I remember he invited me to somewhere that wasn't Smethwick, and he said that he had moved and he was living in, I can't remember what area it was now, but it made me think after, did you invite me to your girlfriend's house? He had, are you guys like listening to, like taking this in? Because the boy said that a couple months later, a good couple months, so I'm gonna say 4 or 5, he's WhatsApped me. I don't have his number. I mean, he gets a new number all the time. And he's basically said that he's sorry, and he's sorry. I can't remember if he denied. I feel like he denied the whole pimp thing, but I was like, why would she lie to me? Why would she make that up? And he was basically just like, I didn't want to be in that relationship with the girlfriend. I was stuck in the relationship, like, kind of thing. I don't care if you were stuck. I do not care if you were stuck. Like, that means you can tell her that you was gonna pimp me out. No, just no. Like, who, where, why, and how, why, what. So he's apologised, and I'm just like, are you serious? Like, you told this girl that you... Who thinks of that? Don't worry, I was just gonna pimp her out in London. She's no one, I was just gonna pimp her out. Is you paying for my travel to London to then pimp me out? Who are you pimping me out to? Where are you pimping me out? Where are we going? How are we getting there? Why? It's just so weird. It's weird. I couldn't wait to make this story. I literally made a Snapchat a minute ago saying I have a story time and I can't wait to make it. Then I was like, you know what? Let me just film it now. So I did. I want you lot to comment. I want you lot to comment on this video. Please comment on this video. Tell me what you think. I'm just thinking, was he a pimp? Because why would he casually tell her that? He did have a lot of money. Oh, bruh. I just can't. If my stepdad and my mum watch this, can you fathom? If my mum and stepdad watch this, like, if they do, then hi. What do you guys think of the story? Like, Mom, he said he was gonna pimp me out in London. Had the cheek to WhatsApp my phone talking about some sorry. Square up. I should no, but he's literally ghosted now. Like, I haven't seen him since. Haven't heard from him since that conversation where he says sorry. Haven't seen no pictures of him, no Instagram page, nothing. In fact, after I made those posts, did he block me or delete his Instagram page? He did one of the two, because I just remember not seeing any posts. And you know what? I can't believe me and the girlfriend actually spoke, had a conversation, followed each other on Instagram, each other on Instagram for ages. I don't even think we unfollowed each other. I feel like she got rid of Instagram. But we were just casual liking each other's pictures, commenting, like nothing ever happened. But I'm not gonna blame her, and that's where girls go wrong. Blaming the other girl, like, she can't blame me, which I'm glad she didn't, and I can't blame her. It's him you need to blame. But I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. I really do. Like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you comment, please, and tell me what you think of it. If you have me on Instagram, Ask FM, description box, my social media's in there. Ask me questions on Ask FM, ask me questions on Tumblr. Make sure you tell me how you found this story, because yeah. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, my hands look big, man. I swear they're small. But anyway, bye guys.